And thank you for joining us today for Studio 512. If you're looking for some puppy love in your home, Austin Pets Alive is here to help. Joining us now is volunteer Alyssa Ellman, alongside her foster puppy, one of the cutest dogs I've seen in a dog's age. It's Cowboy. Alyssa, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, Cowboy is precious and so tiny. He looks like
so
he could
cute.
be a toy dog.
I know.
Yeah.
He's just the sweetest little boy. He's only 3 months old.
Okay.
So he's just a baby, and he was rescued from a rural shelter in Texas where they were impacted by the floods that we just had.
Gotcha.
And so they put out a plea for help for him, and I saw it and I said, I will foster him.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your fostering background, because you've been doing this a long time now.
Yeah, well, I've been rescuing for over 15 years, but he will be my 13th foster through Austin Pets Alive.
In just this year, is that right?
In just about a little over a year's time.
That is pretty impressive. And it's so important to have fosters like you. So if we can for a moment, I'd like to harp on that.
Yes.
You say you don't keep any dogs permanently yourself because you want to be able to give back as a foster.
Yes, I think it's so important to be able to foster. And what I tell everyone is, if you can't adopt, foster, and if you can't foster, then volunteer your time. And Austin Pets Alive is always looking for fosters for senior dogs and puppies and cats and kittens. But if you can't do that, you can go down to the shelter and volunteer your time. There's always something for everyone to do at the shelter.
It could be just folding laundry.
Exactly,
But
yes.
it could be sorting through goods, that sort of thing. But
Yeah.
it all helps everybody in a big, big way.
Yes.
Oh, it's amazing. Okay, so tell me a little bit more about Cowboy. You've had him how long at the house now?
I've just had him since Friday.
Okay.
But
anything you've noticed?
He's just the sweetest little guy. As you can see, he just wants to be cuddled all the time. He likes to be up in your nook of your neck. He's potty trained already. He sleeps through the night in a crate. He's also slept in my bed one night and slept through the night. And he's just loves everybody and everything, and he's just the sweetest little boy, and he would probably do well in any sort of home.
Okay, yeah. And he's a perfect size for, I'm thinking, apartment dwellers,
Yep.
people like that, because even though he's 3 months, we don't expect him to get a ton bigger, do we?
No, he's definitely some sort of Chihuahua mix, so I don't think he would get to be a big dog. Probably on the smaller side.
Okay, probably on the smaller side. And he does love just hanging out with you. We talked about treats before we came on
Yes.
camera. He loves himself a treat.
He's very food motivated and loves treats. He also loves to play with toys. He's got all different rope toys and squishy toys, and sometimes he'll get the zoomies and kind of run around for a few minutes, but then he's back to nap time. So
He likes to do a lot of resting in his spare time.
he's very big about sleeping.
Yes, but so if someone's wanting to teach him new tricks, it's probably going to work out well with his food motivation, right?
You can't eat the microphone. Yeah, he's so well behaved. He listens so well, and so I just think with time and everything that he would just be the perfect little doggy.
Oh, perfect little pup to bring home. Okay, let's talk about how the adoption process works, because we love that you're fostering him, but we do want to find him a forever home.
We do. So you can either stop by the shelter, 1156 West Cesar Chavez. Every day they're open from noon to 6 o'clock, and you can stop by there. Or you can just go online at austinpetsalive.org and fill out an application, or to learn more information about him or any of the other animals that we have.
Yeah, and you said he would be good maybe with other dogs. It's possible.
Yes, yeah,
so...
he would definitely love to live in a home either by himself or with another dog.
Okay,
yeah.
so if we wanted to do a meet and greet, how do we go about that?
So you would just go online and fill out that application, and then all the applications will go through Austin Pets Alive, and then they come to me.
Okay.
So then
Oh,
we
they
would
come
set
to
it up.
you.
They come-
The
so
buck
I
stops with you.
Yes. We've got to make sure he goes to the best home.
Okay, that sounds good. So are you part of the process of the adoption then of Cowboy?
Yeah, so because I'm fostering him, I'm able to go through all the applications that we get and vet everyone and make sure they'd be, the right home for him.
Okay, wonderful. All right. Is there any other way that we can support y'all at APA right now?
Yeah, so you can always stop by and drop off donations, which are always needed. Anything from toys, food, towels, towels, blankets, and they also just always need volunteers. So you can again stop by the shelter any day and you can help with socialization or laundry or cleaning or anything like that.
And if someone's thinking they'd like to be a foster like you, what would you say to them?
I would say it's probably one of the most rewarding things that you can do, and if you have the time and the space, then you should do it. And there's so many dogs that are so low maintenance, and so even if you have a job or even if you have kids and you don't have a lot of time, there's so many dogs there that would love to get out of the shelter even just for a couple of days, which they can do.
Shine. Yeah, absolutely. And this is one of those low maintenance pups,
he
isn't
is.
he? Oh, he's just the perfect dog. I hope somebody snaps him up. All right, Alyssa, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, for more information on adopting Cowboy and other happenings at APA, visit austinpetsalive.org. And it's time again to clear the shelters, and Austin Watershed Protection is helping us highlight your pets this year. Enter your furry friend into our cutest pet contest for your chance to win a $50 Visa gift card. Go to kxan.com/contest to enter, and remember, scoop the poop every stinking time. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Marbridge Foundation. It can be a whole new life for adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Here at Marbridge Foundation, CEO Scott McAvoy and resident Mitchell are here to tell us more today. And Scott, we're coming to you first. Remind us about Marbridge and what it is y'all do.
Yeah, Marbridge was founded in 1953 by Ed and Marge Bridges for their son Jim, who was born with an intellectual disability. We have 200-acre campus down in South Austin, Manchac, and we take care of 275 individuals with intellectual disabilities from age 18 to end of life.
You are one of only 3 properties in the entire United States that can take someone from the age of 18 to end of life.
Yeah, so the campus is a pretty comprehensive campus. We serve individuals with Down syndrome, individuals on the autistic spectrum. We serve individuals with Williams syndrome, some traumatic brain injuries. We serve a great bunch of folks that have intellectual disabilities. We provide training and education classes, and our goal is to help a person be as independent as their abilities will allow.
Mitchell, let's talk to you. You're a village resident here. Tell me a little bit about what it's like, you know, a day in your life, a week in your life.
It's amazing. I've been here 10 years at Marbridge and keep myself busy with work, YMCA, JCC. Enjoy doing all those classes and going to work.
You also go to work?
Yeah.
What do you do for work?
YMCA, Monday and Wednesdays, clean the machines, and I'm like all over the place at the YMCA.
Talk to me about playing basketball. You're really big into that.
Love playing basketball, love the basketball team and the coaches and the volunteers. And I play golf as well. Did soccer, skills soccer, keeps me active. I like going to practice to get better.
We're looking at the future of Marbridge with Mitchell here. He's amazing.
He is.
But what is your vision for Marbridge moving forward?
I'll say the future is extremely bright. You know, we're focusing on a long-term vision, a senior leadership team here, and we're focused on our people, which are the employees that we hire. We want to make sure we're the employee of choice. We want to make sure they're competitively paid. We're focused on projects, capital building projects, new buildings, renovations, what's the future look like, and we're focused on programs. How can we enhance our training, education experiences, and employment programs? We've got so much to offer now, and there's so much coming forward in the future. We're really excited.
We really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Learn more about everything that Marbridge has to offer by going to marbridge.org. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Marbridge Foundation. 2 Round Rock students have found time around their studies to create a free app that offers financial advice to teens. It's called Coinly, and co-founders Anurag and Rajath are here to tell us more about it. Guys, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lovely to have you both here. Anurag, we're starting with you. Tell us about your app and why you built it. What need are you filling?
So we started Coinly around the end of our sophomore year, and the reason we started it is because we noticed a common pattern that like in most schools, financial literacy was either crammed at the end of the year or just wasn't covered at all. And also in most Eastern cultures, money is like more of a sensitive topic and isn't really something that people talk about, and we realized that this is a huge problem.
Yeah, something to address.
Yeah, and that's why we created Coinly. We started off with creating our app, which is Coinly Financial Education. You can get it on the App Store right now. And basically what we did is we worked with professors and engineers at top firms, and we really psychologically engineered an app using a concept called microlearning, where you can learn a lot of data of financial knowledge, and we teach financial literacy, entrepreneurship, and business in such little time. And that makes us different from all the other apps on the market, and that makes us better.
I'm just going to say kind of like a Duolingo style, like it's a little bit of information per day and you can keep building on it. Does that
Yes.
sound right?
I mean, Duolingo is like one of our main inspirations when building like the style of this app.
Okay, cool. Anurag, tell me a little bit more about what the app offers. We can play games, apparently.
Yes, you can. So similar to Duolingo, there is a lesson pathway. It spans across a variety of topics. I think we have over 190 lessons, and it goes from things such as needs and wants and to more complex topics like stocks, crypto, ETFs, and stuff like that. And in addition to that, like you mentioned earlier, we also have a multitude of games where users can use the things that they learn in these lessons to apply to like real business scenarios.
Really cool. Raja?
Yeah. So further on that, we also wanted to lessen the gap from traditional education and real world impact. So what we did is like, first off, we did an Explore tab where individuals can actually, there's an update every single hour on current news in the markets that they choose. For example, if you're in the market for a house, you could choose the housing market and you could see updates. And we also have a specialized budget and invest tab, so students of all ages can go on, track their expenses efficiently, and it is unique to their own spending style.
Yeah, and you say it's for high school students, but I feel like I could learn a thing or two on this app. I'm just saying. Rajat, why did you guys want to do this being high school students?
Yeah, so we really wanted to do this because we saw a problem and we needed to create a solution. And I know we have a lot of not that much time with schoolwork and everything, but the coding based like knowledge, we did a lot on YouTube. Of course, thank you to our teachers in high school for teaching us the basics, but most of our coding was self-learned, and we really just spent a lot of late nights hard working and debugging our app.
Yeah.
And of course, it was hard balancing this with school and stuff, but one of the things that really pushed us was our love for finance and love for creating things, and how we personally connected to this problem and really wanted to make a solution for this.
Lovely. Okay, Anurag, this app also ties into, Rajat, pardon me. Let's talk about what kids will take away from using this app.
Yeah, we really want to be different from any other app and educational platform because we want to lessen the gap from educational institutions and actually real world learning. And we really want to make sure kids have a fond loveness of financial literacy and are well prepared when they actually get a job, actually have money to spend, so they can spend that correctly. And as our motto says, money does matter.
Money does matter. And you guys are juniors becoming seniors. You're on the verge of turning 18. And at 18, they'll give you credit cards. They'll do all sorts of things. You can really mess up your finances if you're not financially literate. So, okay, Anurag, this ties into a congressional challenge. You've won some recognition before for that. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the Congressional App Challenge is actually a competition that they host yearly, where high school students across the country can submit an app to Congress and have it be reviewed by engineers at SpaceX, Tesla, and a multitude of other companies. And if it's good enough, they can get nominated by Congress and have their app featured in the White House and on the House of Representatives website. So we were lucky enough to have this opportunity and submit it under Texas District 31. And we are represented by Mr. John R. Carter, and he nominated our app for second place. And we are really grateful for the opportunity that he gave us.
Amazing, amazing. Well done, guys. And then, Anurag, I want to ask about what's next for you guys, because I was asking, this is the time you're starting to apply to colleges. This is the time where you're starting to decide what you want to do. What's next for you? What's next for the app?
So really one of the biggest things that people overlook when building things like this is that building the app is only half of the process. The biggest part of the process is marketing it. So right now we're trying to spread Coinly across the country and globally. We're currently partnering with schools across the country and also recruiting on people, high schoolers across the country as interns to be able to join Coinly and really help us make the impact that we dream of.
So when people use the app, do you get good data about the way they're using the app and how they can improve it in the future?
Yes, we do. I mean, we track everything. We track user stats and stuff. And one of the things we do want to implement in the future is where users can actually like compete with their friends in apps and things like in like each of the games we have, and they can all track this. Another thing is in our budget section, we do have a simulated credit score that they get based on their expenses that they add in. So even if you're not 18, you can see like what your lifestyle would look like if you were using this in the real world.
So smart, Raja.
Yeah, to add on to Anurag, we're trying to grow. Right now, we're in 10 states across the country. We're trying to grow globally. We're actually partnering with schools in Canada and Mexico right now, and hopefully we want to, by the end of 2026, go on to a new continent, whether it's Europe or Asia. And our next step is actually going in, partnering with schools, and actually adding into the curriculum. That's the problem, and we're here to solve it. So we really want to go out and help the students.
So amazing. And what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to go into finance.
And
you?
I want to be an engineer into finance.
That sounds good to me. I think you guys are well on your way. Congratulations on everything,
you.
and good luck with applying to colleges this year.
Thank you so much
I
for
think
having
you're going
us.
to be in good shape. All right, guys, learn more at getcoinly.org. He's an Austin icon, legendary actor, loves to say, all right, all right, all right, and now has a movie theater named after him with the Matthew McConaughey Cinema. We caught up with him on the red carpet to celebrate the recognition.
Matthew, you've officially got a theater named after you now.
How about that?
How about it? So what does this recognition mean to you, especially here at an Austin theater, and what do you think it says about just your storied career? What does that mean to you?
Well, I thought I started my career just a few years ago. I'm dazed and confused, but if I do the math, it was more than a few years ago. Which brings me to why it's cool to have it here in Austin, Texas. It was right here in the summer of '92 when I walked in the right bar, introduced myself to the right guy, who gave me the right script, who I read for Richard Linklater, who then gave me the role, who then kept inviting me back every single night to set. So 3 lines turned into 3 weeks' work. The whole cast, of which everyone knows, who were inviting me into scenes, and they didn't need to. It was unscripted. You get a lot of actors, you got a new guy coming in, they're not gonna hand him lines. They were handing me lines, just tossing the ball up, softballs for me to hit out of the park, so to speak. And that all started right here.
Yeah.
So to have the theater named after me here in Austin, apropos, cool.
Yeah. I'm curious, is there a project or a character that you took on that you feel most proud of, or maybe just kind of like reassured you of why you love acting?
I'm happy to say, honestly, that the last film that I've done through my career, the very last one, I've done over 55, the last one I've done, all besides 2, were my favorite when I did them and right after I did them.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's part of just having the singular focus when I take a job to go, this feels like my first job and maybe my last.
Yeah.
And to treat it as such.
Yeah.
So I have a great reverence for each one, and the last one, I'm happy to say, has been my favorite each time I've done it.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Just real quick, can you tell me why calling Austin home is so special to you?
Well, career-wise, we talk about what I was just talking about. What started, what I thought might just be a hobby, turned out to be a career for
Yeah.
me. It started right here. Now I can live anywhere I want, I'm happy to say.
Yeah.
And me and my family choose to live here.
Yeah.
We know what this city's DNA is about. And I know we're going through some challenges with all the growth and all the newcomers and such, but we're going to have to continue to work to hold on to our soul here, because it is a special place that is very much like this movie you'll see tonight, Rivals of MSI, about community.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah, you can have as many 6 and 7 star things for the more affluent. That's fine. Let's keep that.
Yeah.
But still, Austin is a place, as my friend Roy Spence says, where nobody's too good, nobody's good enough.
Yeah.
You know?
You can keep up with McConaughey and his many endeavors online and check out his brand new film, The Rivals of Mziah King, in theaters August 14th. We have a lot of fun here on Studio 512. If you missed any of our great segments, be sure to check out our website, where we like to post the fun things we do. Our feed covers content like arts and entertainment, food and drink, fashion and beauty, home and garden, stuff for kids and pets, as well as information from area experts. In addition, you can check out web-exclusive content that you can only find on Studio512TV.com. We also love to post behind-the-scenes funny moments, outfit inspirations, and more on social media. Find us by searching for Studio 512 on your favorite platform. You don't want to miss a single post. Be sure to follow us, check out our website, and watch us every weekday at 11 a.m. right here on CW Austin. Emiliana, A Revolution Cabaret is making its world premiere with Ground Floor Theater, Joining us now is playwright and performer Jessica Pena Torres, who is working very hard at the moment. Jessica, good morning.
Hi, welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much.
Welcome here.
Welcome to me.
Yes. Please tell us about this show. You are the playwright of it, and this is the first time you have handed your baby off to someone else to be the director of it, and you say it's actually a really positive experience.
Yes. I say welcome because that is the first line that Emiliana says in the show. Welcome, bienvenidos todos. And yes, this is a play that I wrote as part of the GFT Rights program with Ground Floor Theater, which is a local theater company here in Austin. If you haven't been, please come. It's in East Austin. And they have taken this play from, paper to a full production, which means that we're going to have, fully staged play with costumes and music and dancing and scenic design, all of the elements that you would find in a production. We just call it a world premiere because it's the first time all of these elements come together.
Which is so exciting.
Very exciting, yes.
And
I'm
you
very
play Emiliana.
Yes, I am Emiliana.
And there are only 3 people on stage the entire time, so the trust in each other has to be huge.
Yes.
Talk to me about your character and then a little bit about the other characters.
Of course, yes. So Emiliana is this woman who by day, she has a normal life. I'll say that this play is set in the 1940s in Mexico City. So, we transport the audience with us to the 1940s. And Emiliana has a very normal, quaint life. During the day, she practices piano and is trying to learn French because that was in vogue during that time in Mexico City. And she has a very traditional family in Mexico. But by night, she has another persona that she adopts. She becomes a performer in a cabaret late at night. Her family doesn't know about this. This is all a secret. Yes, and she adopts this name, Emiliana, and she embodies the person of Emiliano Zapata, which is a revolutionary hero for the Mexican Revolution. And one of her goals is to return the land to the people. Her grandfather is a landowner, and so it's her goal to make good on the promises of the Mexican Revolution that failed, right, for a lot of people. And so she uses the cabaret as her stage to rally the audience and, return the land to the people. And it's all through song and dance, it's very fun. Yeah.
I was going to say, these are some heavier themes.
Yeah.
These are some bigger pieces of things to be doing, you know what I mean? Return the land to the people. I'm part of the revolution in a cabaret setting. How do you marry those two things together?
Yeah, I think I was just sharing with you before going on air that I am doing a PhD program, and I do a lot of research into this period because I'm looking at performers of this time. And cabaret is a wonderful way to get to talk about these very heavy, sometimes controversial issues in a way that's pleasurable, where we can have, an exchange with the audience, where we can laugh, because it's heavy, it's serious, and it's still important today, even though it's been 100 years from the revolution. But I try to make it fun and use music and dance, and it's a way for me to laugh at myself, and my upbringing, very strict ways in which I grew up, and I make fun of myself.
But I was going to say, we're using your talents though because you grew up dancing ballet folklorico as well.
Yeah.
And so, do we get to see some of that on the stage?
Of course, yes. When I wrote this play, people would ask me, "Oh, but you want someone else to play Emiliana, right?" And I said, "No, I'm writing this play for myself. If I could just, do whatever I wanted on stage, what would I do?" And of course, ballet folklorico is one of those things. So when I dressed as Emiliano Zapata, the revolutionary hero, Emiliana dresses as Zapata, right? It's my time to shine and do Ballet Folklorico, and it's very fun because I get to reimagine this historical character of Zapata in the way that I want to. And I know that's gonna rub off people the wrong way, maybe, but I think it's a challenging opportunity to get us to talk about some things about Mexican history that maybe, we never think about this today.
Well, and I think it's a great opportunity for us to see all your talents being used on stage.
Yeah.
This was part of Ground Floor Theater GFT Writes, and you said it was actually so beneficial because playwriting can be kind of a solitary experience.
Yes. So traditionally, when playwrights write their scripts, they are in front of their screens or maybe pen and paper if they're, more old school, and they write a full script and then they take it to a theater company hoping that someone will get to produce their play, right? And this usually takes stages. There's a public reading and then there's a workshop and then hopefully maybe there's a full production. And like I was sharing earlier, it takes money. It takes money, resources, a lot of people, a lot of time, space, right? All of these people to have all these talents and put them together, and you want all the pieces to align. So it's a great effort. And the wonderful thing about this program that Ground Floor Theater has is that we get together. It was 4 of us that have an idea for a new play, and each time we met, we shared some advances of this new play, and we gave each other feedback. This is working. I have a question about this. What do you think about adding this thing, right? And then you get your notes, and then if you want to incorporate them, you do, and if you don't, you don't. Like, right? It's very generous like that. Yeah. So it helps you not write by yourself in your computer, but like
get some community.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We don't have much time left, so I want to ask about how long the show runs and how we can get tickets.
Yeah. So the show opens on Thursday, August 13th, and it runs until August 29th. We have 2 shows in Spanish, completely in Spanish, August 22nd and 27th. You can find tickets at groundfloortheater.org/Emiliana or just groundfloortheater.org. You'll find a button there.
Sounds good.
This show is pay what you can. So even if you can pay $1 or even $0, you can make it to the show.
Okay. Well, congratulations on
Thank you
everything.
so
Break a
much.
leg out there. I'm
you.
excited to see it. For more information on this production and how to get your tickets, visit groundfloortheater.com/Emiliana.
Y'all, I'm here in downtown Austin at the Fair Market where the brand new Art of Banksy Without Limits is going to be here all summer long. Y'all, there is so much to see and do around this building, so let's go check it out. I'm joined now by one of the exhibition's producers, Serena Balaku. Serena, thanks so much for having me out. I am pumped to be here.
I'm flattered.
Yes. Okay, so here's the thing. You guys just gave me a brief little tour. This space is amazing. And a lot of people may be familiar with the idea of Banksy or some of the work, but what exactly is this exhibit? What can people expect?
This exhibit, it's always we are presenting all over the world. By the way, this is our first stop ever in Austin, Texas.
Wow, well, welcome.
Yeah, we are thrilled to visit this nice city. I had very nice surprise to find such nice people and such nice city.
Yeah.
And this exhibition always, it's an educational exhibition. It's a tour across the Art of Banksy history, and it's trying to present the Art of Banksy from all its perspectives. And we try to put even more to put the Art of Banksy to have our little touch, and we created some installations related to the Art of Banksy. For example, we created video mapping over his famous frame, the Parliament. Yeah. And we created a story with real codes of Banksy, real public codes of Banksy into the hologram room.
Wow.
Like we are trying to create an atmosphere that Banksy is there and he's talking from his atelier
Yeah.
with his codes, to the public. And the most attractive and the most applauded installation in our tour is the Infinity Room. It's a room all dressed in mirrors.
Wow.
Yeah, with a projection of a movie that was done by our artist, with the music composed by our artist, and with the slides, with some slides presenting the art of Banksy, especially related to the war and with the Palestinian war and all these kind of situations happening in the world, all these social happenings in the world. Yeah, so expect to see, to have an educational tour about the art of Banksy, and expect to get out shocked, because the art of Banksy is not a digestible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shocking, but it's very interesting, because behind each artwork, it's a very serious and tough subject.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about this exhibition?
My favorite part, I could say, that is the timeline, because we work a lot to be as much as possible explicit to the people, and we try to put all the information as short as possible. We also have the book of the exhibition, where you can find the artworks more explained than on the simple explanation next to each artwork. And also the exhibition has an application where the artworks are explained more extensively.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Now, as you said, this is your first time with this in Austin. I know you guys have traveled this exhibit all across the world. So why was it important to bring it to Austin, and why are you excited that it's here?
We've chosen, many people are asking me why we've chosen Austin. Is because it's a very cultural city, because of the university campus, because we'd like to change the world with all these messages of Banksy. We will try to make the world better by touring this exhibition and making people to understand that the life is not only about money, that it's about social involvement. It's about loving each other.
I love that.
Yeah, and it's about more important things that are nowadays unfortunately forgotten by many people in this routine of living.
Yeah, well, I love that message about life is meant, life is about loving each other. I think that's really important.
Yes.
Serena, thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
You do not want to miss out all the fun here at the Art of Banksy Without Limits right here inside Fair Market. You guys have until September 7th to come check it out. Visit online on the website and social media for more information.
You'd be surprised at how little it takes for your home to feel elevated and refreshed. Ashley Howard is standing by with the best cleaning, kitchen, and wellness must-haves at the best prices in this week's Epic Discounts from consumer resource bestreviews.com.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Epic Discounts by bestreviews.com. I'm Ashley Howard. Now, before we start, take out your phone and scan the QR code on your screen, because we are ready to save big, and you don't want to miss what we have lined up for you today. So let's kick things off with the Naretba Bread Maker. If you've ever wanted to make your own homemade bread without all the work, this is it. From classic white bread to gluten-free, there are settings for every kind of loaf. And it even makes jam. All you have to do is add your ingredients, choose your crust, and let the machine do the rest. No kneading, no guesswork, just fresh, delicious bread anytime you want it. And take it from someone who cannot stay away from carbs. You need this. Now, if you also need coffee first thing in the morning, then you'll want the Keurig K-Elite single-serve coffee maker. It's so easy to use. Just choose your brew size from 8 to 12 ounces, pop in a K-cup, and go. That's it. A fresh cup of coffee in under a minute. My coffee lovers, this is the secret to a happy morning, I'm convinced. So if it sounds good to you, you gotta get it. Next, relax with the Renpho Iris 3 eye massager. Think of it as your personal spa right from the comfort of your own home. It features gentle pressure and vibration that massages your eyes to reduce eye strain, tension, and stress. It also offers gentle heat and cooling options, which are perfect after a long day or night before bed. And it has built-in Bluetooth speakers, so you can relax to your favorite music or guided meditation. It's foldable, portable, and makes a great gift for anyone needing a break. And lastly, the Shark Navigator Lift Away Upright Vacuum. I love this. Its powerful suction tackles pet hair, dust, and debris on every floor type. HEPA filtration locks in allergens, while the lift-away design lets you easily clean stairs, upholstery, and hard-to-reach spots. It's lightweight, includes all the attachments you will need, and it's easy to store. All right, let's take one last look at today's products, helping you save money. Head to epicdiscounts.com or scan the QR code to scan, shop, and save with Epic Discounts by Best Reviews.
Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar. You can find more on the products mentioned and where to buy them by going to our website, kxan.com, and clicking on the Marketplace tab. Hey, we are happy to be able to offer you some help if you're out there searching for jobs. KXAN has partnered with ZipRecruiter to help you find thousands of job openings in Austin and around the country. Just go to kxan.com/jobs where you can search thousands of new postings every single day. Check it out right now and get started on the path to your next career. Content segments during Studio 512 were paid for by Marbridge Foundation and Texas Oncology.